What's good? What's hood with it, man? YouTube, it's your boy Melly, and we back with another banger of a reaction video. Now, twin, look, this right here is different from reacting to a loyalty test. We get more into a personality, um, more into personality side of things, more into self confidence, figuring yourself out, growth. Because we versatile with the content, gang. We not just I ain't about to show y'all niggas how to pick up women and how to talk to girls and shit like that without y'all boys understanding what the groundwork takes. And that's finding yourself. You feel me? You gotta find yourself. And I think being a creator, being a person that, me personally, I feel like I'm very organic with what I put out. I try to be real with your boys as much as possible. If you just here for entertainment, giggles, and laughs, then go watch somebody that's just gonna give you giggles and laughs. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna talk about real things, real life situations outside of just pure entertainment, right? But anyway, when I was at work, I was scrolling through and I seen this video on my YouTube timeline, and I was like, you know what? This not one of them videos that might have people reacting to it. I didn't watch it, and I was like, I feel like bro gonna be spitting some real shit because I do see his clips on TikTok now and again, right? And I know he gonna be spitting some real shit. And I think, for some of y'all boys that struggle with finding yourselves, you might be lost in your identity. You might be trying to figure things out. You're trying to figure out your next move. You're just trying to separate yourself. And nowadays, everybody really like chasing the same shit. Everybody chasing the same high. You know what I'm saying? But I still figured this video would be a good video to react to take away some things. Because, like I said, I ain't watch it because it could take away the authenticity of my reaction to the video. But
all my friends are successful. Why wasn't I?
Shaq with two Q's.
See, for the longest time, I've been creating content since 2019, 2020, and even before then.
That's like,
and it's
7 years.
I've always had this thing where I felt like I had it all figured out. All my friends are super lit. Like, I'm talking about from my YouTube friends to my Twitch friends, whatever it might be. You gotta think, all the people you guys see me with from Miami the Kid to Quan, Island Boy Rod, Kai Cenat, Phantom, Agent 00, all these creators you guys see me with, from clips to YouTube videos to wherever it might have been, they're all super big in their creative space. Kai's the biggest.
Listen, it don't matter who you seeing with, and this is no shots to bro. There's all love to Shaq. You feel me? Like, I be tapping in. But let me tell you something. One thing that I learned being a creator especially is y'all niggas who depending on a shout out or who depending on somebody to, give you a look. If that's your sole priority, as whatever you do in life, my nigga, you fail as a man automatically, because you got to be able to figure things out on your own, my nigga. And the next thing too, you got to understand when it comes to especially content or whatever it is, people have to hip to your product. This shit's still like marketing. That's why they be like marketing yourself as a creator. You still have to put yourself out there so people are hip to you. You feel me? And I don't know what it is with him, or like him being with everybody else, and him not having that buzz he probably feel like he would get. But I still feel like it's just you as a person, or the personality you got. It gotta resonate. So it don't matter, and this me generally saying, it don't matter who you with, who you seeing with, who you around, who kind of give you a shout out or a promo. If Duke give this nigga a shout out, just saying hypothetically, and he got like 500K views, he might get a little bit of traction off of it. But at the same time, now you gotta keep pushing and doing this shit by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep people wanting to tap in with you after you get the cosign, after you get the look. Because if you can't, organically put out to make people fuck with you, gang, it ain't gonna be worth it, gang.
Twitch streamer. AMP is one of the biggest groups in the world. At the time I was with Miami, Miami was the biggest Riz YouTuber, and I built with Prime. Prime was a big YouTuber. It's like I build a lot of big creators, and I always say, like, you know what? These are my friends. They are very successful. I have to be successful, right? It has to just happen. And like, I had this kind of stigma in my head where it's like, there's no way this doesn't work. There's no way that, like, why not me? Why can't I be lit? Why can't I be successful? Right? I thought that I just deserved it. Like, just because me being me, I just deserve it that much. You feel what I'm saying? But it wasn't until I shifted my mindset and I realized that, hey, why do you deserve it? Why are you over everybody else? Oh, because they're your friend, you just deserve it? Which 9 times out of 10, a lot of people have those same mindsets, right? But I had to sit back and realize that, bro, that's not enough. That's not enough. Bro, I spent, from the 2020 to 2024, I spent 4 years kind of doing content. I spent 4 years doing the bare minimum. Like, I put more effort.
And this is exactly what I mean. You see, him doing the bare minimum of him and him just doing content, but being around the right people, that gave him traction. You see, there's a difference. There's a difference when you put in so much effort and to craft to the point where you might not be getting the recognition you think you deserve at the moment, but you understand what you're doing to the point where all you need is an opportunity. And once you get it, you're going to take that motherfucker and you ain't going to never drop the torch, gang. Look, Future blew up when he was 28. The nigga 42 and he's still in his own lane, still in his own wave. And you know how fucking long Future been doing music before he blew up? Way before. He tried different styles, different approaches to music, different melodies, whatever. And when he find what worked for him and what stick, and it just took him one opportunity, racks on racks. Probably before that, but I remember racks on racks is what gave Future his foot in the door. And Future take that baton and he ain't dropped that shit yet. The nigga pushing 43, the nigga still turning up. The nigga could be 80 years old turning up. I mean, dropping the same music and this shit never can get old, bro. Like, you could be one of those two people. You could half-ass do shit but be around the right people and become an industry plant. And then when you get the look or the attention, you don't know how to keep it. You feel me? You don't know how to maintain that success because you don't understand the groundwork it took to get to that point. Or you could be that person that say, fuck it. You know what? Delayed gratification over everything. Let me just put the work in. Let me master this shit. Let me figure out what works for me. And I'm going to keep going at it until I finally get that one opportunity. And all you need is that one. And when you got it, my nigga, sky's the fucking limit. Bro, you out of here, bro. You out of this world.
Everybody else's content and put the least amount of effort into my own. Like, I upload one video every now and then. I do a little bit of TikTok. I'll just do that. But when it comes to a Kai stream, I go super hard. A Phantom stream, I go super hard. Miami video, I go super hard. You feel what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? It's like I put more effort into everybody else. You feel what I'm saying? And my friends, you gotta think, they were already lit. So the fact that they're already lit is like, no matter what I did for their video, they were gonna eat regardless. I didn't do enough for myself. You feel what I'm saying? This year, 2025, was the first time I put myself first. It's the first time I say, you know what? Shaq, it's time to lock in. You have to put the work in. Right? Because just being a friend is not enough. Just being around is not enough. And this is really like a testimony / transparency post, because a lot of supporters be like, oh, Shaq, you ain't got no car. Your friends have these cars. And listen, everybody's success has to look different. I feel like I went through what I went through in the content space because I had to learn, one, what I should be doing, and one, how to do it, right? A lot of my friends do a lot of different content, from lifestyle content to vlogging to streaming to gaming, whatever it might be. I had to figure my lane out, right? But it took me,
y'all niggas would be surprised. I could do it all. Not even to be cocky. Bro, I might be one of the sweatiest gamers ever. I might be one of the sweatiest hoopers ever. Like, I was playing some niggas. I was hooping with some niggas, right? And they know I do content. You feel me? And I was dropping straight threes, pulling from deep. Hezzy, step back, side step three. That nigga was like, bro, why you don't stream hooping? I was like, shit coming. Just relax. Gaming. Nigga go crazy. Like, let me tell you something. Don't never limit your potential, gang. If you think you could do it all, go ahead and do it all. Gym content, I got that shit. I was doing it, but I got that shit coming too. For y'all boys that want to get in shape, I got y'all niggas. I teach y'all niggas how to get right. You feel me? Riz content, I be outside. I be in the club. I be pulling up on bitches. Got that shit for y'all too. Y'all niggas need free game on how to elevate, meditate, pray, all of that. Gang. Y'all niggas sleeping on me. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all niggas. Y'all niggas sleeping, but listen.
I'm gonna say separate because I ain't really separate because I'm still in communication with all my friends. All my friends that you guys see me with, we still talk. Like, probably not every single day, but we still have conversations, right? So we're all still locked in, like super locked in. But it's like I had to have a moment of silence for myself to say, all right, bet.
If you're still typing your coding prompts, you're leaving performance on the table. You're prompting cursor over 100 times a day.
It's like you're getting kind of older now. Your friends is lit. They're making this money. Why aren't you? What are you doing wrong? Where are you falling short at? And I realized that the only place I'm falling short at is my productivity, my visibility. Like the whole world knows who I am.
Gang, you know I had this epiphany too. I see the most growth this year when I made one difference. And I'm going to tell y'all boys, your gut feeling, if your gut and your mind telling you the same thing repetitively, gang, follow that intuition. I'm going to repeat this again. If your gut and your mind telling you the same thing repetitively, follow your intuition. You know what was my biggest problem with putting out content and growing as a creator? Because I know I had the potential. I know, listen, when my shit blow, y'all niggas have to watch out. Because I coming through storming in this bitch. A lot of y'all niggas gonna have to watch out, but not to be cocky, gang. I just say that shit out of confidence because I know my potential, right? But my biggest issue, and this every nigga issue, and y'all niggas know exactly what I can say. Women. My biggest problem was I live in a place where we got bad bitches coming through every week. You feel me? We got different faces coming through every week. So I would be outside filming content, but I would, and this me being honest with y'all boys, because, you know, like I say, I be transparent. Ain't shit to hide. I would get content, but after getting content, instead of me going home, locking in, doing what I got to do right now, it's a Saturday night. You know, I got some shit going to the club right now, and I was like, yo, I hope you have a ball, but if you don't see me after the club, shit, shoot me a text. I ain't popping up my house to not do what I doing right now, and that shit is limiting my productivity. That shit is limiting my consistency. I just sit here and edited like 3-4 videos and posted a bunch of clips. And if I was doing the same shit I was doing last year, I would have been outside. It would have been hindering my progress. You know, like, listen, bitches could get in between you reinventing your life. It just have to be you making that conscious decision to say, hey, look, I know where I want to be. I know where I'm trying to get to. You know, certain things gonna have to step away. And it's not always women. I mean, a lot of the times it's women, but you might have some bad habits. You might have some vices. You might have to go ahead and step away from these vices because they taking you away from, you know, where you need to be, where you need to get to, or your potential. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you just got to make those little sacrifices to get to where you got to be, gang.
Right? People know Shaq. They didn't see my face before on clips. They didn't see me in the behind the scenes. I've been in Streaming University. I've been on all these big streams, Mafia-thon 3, all these big streams and all these big videos.
It's my last time pausing it, but if I had these opportunities, I would change the whole content scene. If I had these opportunities, only because we coming from a small place, but we finally getting a buzz. We finally making some headway progress. We finally getting a buzz. Coming from one of the smallest places on the fucking planet of Earth.
But they have not seen me on my platform, right? So now I was trying to fight the battle of trying to bring the people from over here to my platform, right? So doing that, I realized, okay, bet, what am I actually good at? I'm good at speaking. I have a good opinion. I like to articulate myself in a certain way. People like to hear me speak. Let's try it. Now, I would never think in a million years that I would be a person making talk videos. I just never thought that. I never thought I would make talking TikToks all day. But I post at least 5 videos every day of me just talking about different topics and giving my opinion on it. I never expected that. I expected me to be with some hoes, me to be playing some games, you know, getting drunk and doing all that stuff on a video and being super cool and lit to the world because I always want to be cool. I want to be cool. I want to be cool. I want to be cool. But I have to come to a realization.
No cap. I like the honesty. I like the transparency because you know what's ruining the authenticity of content creation nowadays? Everybody trying to be the cool guy. Everybody trying to be the mystique. You feel me? Everybody trying to be the professor. You know, like everybody trying to be the Rizzler. Nobody vulnerable no more like that as a creator.
Brother, that's not your calling. That's what you're called for. You're called to educate, inspire, and motivate. Because oftentimes my clips are...
Bro, you know what one of these niggas tell me on one of my videos, gang? So I posted a POV video, right? And I was talking to Shorty. Now me, I don't believe in Riz, gang. I just use it because it's catchy in the algorithm. But genuinely, I like having conversations with women. I like when I pull up, I just go off of the vibe and I go off of my environment and how I'm feeling in the moment. That's just me with my conversations. I don't really go off of trying to be the smoothest nigga or Riz or whatever. Like if some smooth shit come to mind, I'll say some smooth shit. And it gotta be based on my attraction. You gotta be bad as shit for me to really flirt with you. I ain't just flirting with a bot. No. But a nigga was like, you do all that talking, just whatever, get it. I was like, gang, y'all niggas lost in this game. Y'all niggas approaching these girls with the mindset of being smooth or trying to Riz. Like, no, y'all niggas have no communication skills, no simple interaction techniques, nothing, no social skills, nothing. Y'all niggas minds is just on Riz. Riz.
Or me motivating people.
NPCs
right? There. Before I even start doing it for myself, I just go viral for just having inspirational words. And I was always a figurehead for the people who say, oh, Shaq stayed down, so I know if he stayed down and he's humble. I was that figurehead. So now I had to just articulate myself and get the viewers to know that, hey, I'm still motivated and inspiring, but now on my channel, on my page, come tune in over here. Follow me, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're here watching the video, do the same thing, please. So yeah. So back to the whole main video is like, I want you guys to know this, bro. Your environment and who you're around. Like, they say, oh, if you're around a group of millionaires, you're the next millionaire. That's 100% true. But you have to work for it. Yep. The work has to get put in. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, just being around is not enough. By the grace of God, I'm glad that God opened those doors for me and allowed for me to be around all my friends and get to see how they work and see, their process. And I was just dumb because I was sitting here and watching them plan and execute, having meetings, putting things together, getting props, putting an outfit on, and do all these things. I was sitting and watching this for years, but I never applied it for myself. I still did the bare minimum. I would sit and watch them plan out a video, but then I'll just pick up my camera and be like this. YouTube, what's going on? Today we're doing this maybe, and I still did the bare minimum, even though I watched them go super duper hard. So I want you right now who's watching this video, if you're a small creator, medium-sized creator, whatever size you are, I want you to realize that the bare minimum is not enough. Just praying and hoping.
And what's the beauty of him pushing this style of content right now is he got the experiences firsthand of watching the big dogs of this shit go into that mode of, creating, planning, strategizing, like every human do when it comes to being successful. Kobe had to go in the gym and get in how many shots. Jordan had to do the same shit too. You see, like everybody just look at the final result and just be like, oh shit, I want to do that. But when it comes down to actually putting your mind or pen to paper or analyzing or figuring out what works for you and how you can make something, whatever, motherfuckers ain't ready to put in that time and the patience and the work. You see, but him doing what he doing right here is perfect because he could elaborate seeing these figures going, behind closed doors, piecing these things together, and you could understand like, damn, these niggas ain't just waking up and just putting on a camera and being that person and it just happened authentically. Nah, these niggas wake up with a plan, a strategy, and something to execute. So him being that person could give you inside information on how the big dogs operate. You feel me?
It's not enough. You have to put in that extra work. You know what I mean? You have to do a little extra. You have to, get up and say, you know what? Today I'm not going out. I'm not partying. I'm not watching no Netflix. I'm going to plan some videos. I'm going to execute. I'm going to reach out, get some people for the video. I'm going to, do some research. Like when you're watching your video, when you're watching people videos, don't just be a consumer, be a student. Right? Because it's easy for us to sit back and just sit there and watch videos all day like, oh, this is funny. This is cool. But as you're watching it and it's funny and it's cool, sit back.
Speaking of it, man, I ain't going to say that.
And say, you know what? What about this makes it funny? What about this makes it cool? How do they cut the video up? What are they talking about? You know what I mean? So it's like, but it took me a while to learn this. And that's kind of why, like, how you watch interviews and you see people say, yo, I've been doing this for 10 years and da-da-da. I'm like, 10 years? They tripping. I sat back and I realized, I'm like, yo, bro, I've been doing this for like 7, 8 years. Because sometimes during the process, you don't realize how long you be doing it because you're doing it because you love it, right? I've done this for at least 5 years without getting paid. You feel what I'm saying? And if I was getting paid, it's like what, $100 a month, $200 a month. That can't pay no bills. That can pay with your phone bill. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like you have to go through that process. Everybody's process is different, right? So I just think, I thank God for giving me my friends and giving me my acquaintances and put me on those rooms and showing my face to the world and showing that I have a talent and I can be laugh, I can entertain, I can be motivated, and I can motivate. But now I know that I come first, right? I come first, and I'm gonna use my visibility now to use my voice to teach, educate, and motivate. You feel what I'm saying? So all my supporters who watch me, who love me, and just know I'm gonna keep putting that work in. I know y'all haven't seen me that much on YouTube. But if you go back on TikTok, I have posted from April to now, I have posted well over 300 videos. I ain't gonna lie to you, I probably posted over 1,000 videos since April to now because I post 5 videos a day every single day. So a month would be like 150, 150, 150, 150. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. I'm gonna figure my YouTube out because I don't wanna just be a YouTuber who doesn't have value. I want to actually give you guys value. I want to speak to you guys, and not like a podcast format, but like a FaceTime call. Like this is our FaceTime calls. I'm doing testimony.
Right. So, I know what he going through at the end of this. But nah, that's facts, gang. Like if you really want to see growth, gang, if you really want to see growth, you're gonna have to go without. You feel me? Some things you're gonna have to sacrifice, and that's comfort. Comfort is something you're gonna have to sacrifice 110%. I can't say that shit not enough. You gotta sacrifice comfort. You gotta sacrifice being complacent. Your mind will tell you, man, you could do it tomorrow, bro. Go ahead and get it. Just knock it out then and there. And I promise you, once you take care of it, you're gonna realize that it didn't even take that long to get to the bottom of it. You feel me? You might have took 15, 20 minutes, 30, 40 minutes to take care of something that you might have had procrastinating for the next 2 weeks. And 2 weeks turn into 2 months. And then you're gonna look back and be like, damn, I never get around to finishing this. So whatever it is you procrastinating on, you ain't, fully investing your time in, or you might feel like, gang, I think I'd rather go drinking than hitting the gym, or this bitch just say she want me to pull up tonight at the club or go to the bar, get some drinks with her friends. Like, I know I want to edit some videos, but you just decide, hey, the video could wait till tomorrow morning. Now you wake up fucked up in the morning, you ain't got no energy, you ain't got no drive. Now you down for like 3-4 days and the video never get done, and it's slowing down your productivity. It's small things like that. That'll add up. And that's when that time passes by, and the clock is something you can, rewind, gang.